Hi guys, I just wanted to do a very quick video to show you a very exciting delivery I just received. I recently ordered a new shipment of dinosaurs from Dan's Dinosaurs. I always order a few at a time to make shipping more economical, and because I do that, I don't often remember all of my order. So it's still a bit of a surprise when I see what's actually in each box. So this time we have... Okay, alright, well, first up is a 2014 Carnegie T-Rex. Now, as someone who cut his teeth on Carnegie 1/40th scale dinos, I've wanted dinosaurs to match that scale more or less. I have been hunting and hoping for a decent rendition of T-Rex. But, you know, each always seems to disappoint with one thing or another, often to do with proportion. Quick glance looks good. I'll thank the maker, the forelimbs look sufficiently puny. Although, wait, there seems to be a very weird projection of the pubis, certainly more prominent here than I think it should be. But otherwise, overall, it looks really nice. Okay. Next up we have... Okay, next up is wild safari Suchomimus. This is a relative of Spinosaurus, and at first glance I definitely like it. I like the pose, I like the head, certainly looking Spinosaurid with that distinctive kink. Let me fish for my Spinosaurus. Oh yeah, very Spinosaurid feature, that kink in the jaw. Notice the more prominent neural spines, although nowhere as long as Spinosaurus. Let's look at some detail. Okay. Alright, well, that first claw should, I think, be a bit enlarged. Doesn't seem to be the case here. Not sure about the scale, but based on estimates of 11 meters for this creature, it's about 20 centimeters here, and that works out to about 1 in 50th. Unfortunately, nowhere close to the 1/40th I was hoping for. Still very nice. Very nice. Okay, next up we have... now this is an unusual creature. This one is the collector Ichthyovenator. Look at that. This is again another Spinosaurid, and the most unusual one. Notice the cleft in the sail, effectively dividing that sail into two sails. One thing I like about Collector is that they have many unusual dinosaurs, and unlike the cartoonish appearance of the earliest models, their recent dinosaurs are a lot more realistic. And that's why I've started looking out for models close to the 1/40th scale and buying them. At a length of about 7.5 to 9 meters long estimated. This model it's about 1 in 42nd scale, which I'll just pretend is a 1 in 40th scale creature. Might be a smaller runt of the species. Looks very nice. It's got a little fish that it's just... is that a fish? Yeah, it's got a fish that it's just fished out of a stagnant swamp somewhere. Next! Let's see now. Okay. Well, here we have a Ceratopsian. And Ceratopsians are always exciting for me. Again from Collector, this is Xenoceratops. As expected, it has a unique frill and horn combo. This time you'll notice the outwardly pointed brow horns, the lack of a nose horn, but it does have this bony boss reminiscent of Pachyrhinosaurus. Two projections from the top. These are huge. Well, these are quite large. Yeah, again, two projections from the top of the frill, and two knobs right next to them. You also see what appear to be tail quills. Now, a lot of modern reproductions of ceratopsian dinosaurs now have these tail quills. I think it was first found in Psittacosaurus, and so it became natural for artists to render their reproductions with these quills as well. I like the black and white color scheme. Reminds me of a very striking and beautiful skunk. The toy is about 14 centimeters, so to an estimated 20 feet, that makes it about 1/42 scale. This is quite small by ceratopsian standards. Okay, next we have yes. Okay, this one is the wild safari Pachyrhinosaurus, which you recognize from the Walking with Dinosaurs movie. It's actually a dinosaur that's been known for a long time, and other companies have made it, but so inaccurately I held off buying until this. This looks good. You see how massive he is compared to Xenoceratops. And the pose is quite dynamic, which is not very easy to do considering the bulk of these creatures. You have the famous facial boss and the unique frilly ornamentation has been captured very nicely. And it's, yes, happily at 20 centimeters and an estimated real size of 8 meters. This puts it at exactly 1/40th scale. Happy day for me. It's nice. Okay, what else have we got? Alright, finally. Okay. Let's have a look. This one is huge. I definitely remember ordering this guy. Now look at the size of that mother. This is the collector Carcharodontosaurus, and wow, it is impressive. And I've been wanting a Carcharodontosaurus for the longest time, and collector does not disappoint. But look at the detail on this thing. You see the individually sculpted teeth as well. And let's see. Oh, it actually does stand on its own. So that's a very, very pleasant surprise. This means that they compromise a bit by enlarging the hip area to act as a counterbalance. But I'm gonna forgive that. Very helpfully says 1/40th scale, so we know this is in scale with the rest of my collection. Ran out of batteries. Alright, with the Carcharodontosaurus, very interestingly enough, there is this figure of a man. And what this does is that it will very helpfully illustrate they give you a sense of scale. And that's lucky because, believe it or not, I do not have a man in my collection for this obvious utility. And that's really going to give me an idea when I stick him with the rest of my collection for to see at a glance how massive these creatures really were. So with the addition of this Carcharodontosaurus, what this means for my collection is now I have some of the biggest theropod dinosaurs, Carcharodontosaurus, Spinosaurus, Tyrannosaurus, and Giganotosaurus, all in the 1/40th scale. So that's it. All this excitement is making me think of reviewing some of my dinosaur collection, but we'll see. Some of you have asked me where I get my stuff, and for my McFarlane Dragons, unfortunately, it's eBay, simply because I got into collecting them years after they came on market. For dinosaurs though, Dan's been my go-to guy for years whenever I've wanted to get the newest dinos from my Carnegie collection, or to get harder to find dinosaurs like the Collector series. I like that Dan answers queries himself, and always in a friendly and polite manner. Plus all his dinos are packed most meticulously, and nothing has been damaged so far. So those of you lucky enough to live in the States might want to check his store out. Anyway, this was a little break for me. I just have to get some momentum going, and a little snippet like this helps without taxing my fragile reserves too much. So next time we're going to look at another McFarlane Dragon, and I might actually do a dino pretty soon. Take care for now.